We like that you didn't die in the first episode.
Yeah, that was awesome.
A lot of people said that. Yeah. That would have been a little on the nose.
We do like that you didn't die too.
I'm not the biggest fan of that decision. I actually went all the way to the top. They didn't email me back. But
Not for like
backstory with him, just a little bit more like flashback to his military.
Yeah. Well,
we had a very cool Afghanistan idea, didn't we?
Yeah, I would love to do a specific flashback to his military, and that's always an option.
It is
the cool thing with our new season is we stick with the flashbacks in every episode. I love that that's what we start out with. So I do have a really cool one. It's not military related, but it's a side of Thunderbird's past that no one really knows about, no one's seen. And honestly, it's probably one of the coolest Thunderbird scenes
hot and sweaty.
I've ever shot. It's hot. Maybe not what you think.
Let's just say if it was me doing it, it would not be as interesting.
But yeah, that's what's great about. And then I think even the next episode, he has.
I have a flashback, and it's in Colombia, back in Colombia.
Those are some of my favorite things. You get to learn so much about the characters from these first little clips of each episode.
Now, when you're on set and they're like, use your powers, do you ever just think, I feel so ridiculous?
A lot of people ask that, and actually, whether you feel it or not, you certainly look it.
You definitely.
I think really the thing that matters the most is to remove that shame, because the real shame would be if you got nervous or uncomfortable and you didn't sell it. Because then when you watch it back, you go, that guy's not selling it at all.
Yeah, you got to dive in. And
you honestly have to go full throttle, and then the final result is so much better. So it is a bit of pain, but actually, you know what? I'm quite fortunate in the sense that. In the sense that I'm amazing at it. No, in the sense that I have. I'm quite fortunate that I'm really good. That I have light pucks that they attach to my arms or whatever. So there is some practicality. Yeah, he's not actually ripping real doors off. That stuff is.
I trained pretty hard. This is CGI right now.
We have these light pucks. I have batteries and welding machines strapped to me all the time, so that does help. A lot of the reason why is it's not really for me. It's more when it comes to my powers with light. You can't really CGI. You can't improve on what real light would do when it refracts off things and everything else. The first episode when I get shot in the pilot, and there's a light bulb in my squib and my blood's pouring out, and he's dragging me back into the car. His face is so beautifully lit up by my wound.
Yeah, it was cool. Not even an intended shot.
But that's the genius of Bryan Singer. Not even intentional. Him and Tom Singer knew what they're doing. But it just changed entirely that scene. So when it comes to the practical stuff, yes, it's a bit silly, but they give us as much as we can have.
I feel like you guys were always trying to hold the group together throughout even the whole first seson. So where's that at in the second season?
That's the goal coming into the second season. They've been fractured. Not only the family, but the larger family of that branch of the Mutant Underground. So you find them 6-month time jump. They've tracked them down so far as Washington D.C. So you're in a whole new location. 6 months has gone
quite
by.
A grueling one, a long,
taking a toll on
tough journey.
everybody.
Well, they're constantly on the run. They're constantly using old previous underground stations, whichever ones are still clinging on, to either source information and provide their services. Caitlin's still doing medical, and Reed is forging passports with a lawyer. So the district attorney is making fake passports, breaking several laws. So and by doing that, we're also going on our sort of master quest, which is to try and get Andy and Lorna back from this.
What would you feel personally if you had mutants today? How would you approach that situation?
I'd want to be one, maybe. Unless
it's pretty exciting.
I mean, I'd want to be. This is so unfair. I'd want to be one if it didn't mean that I was like a giant 42 green-foot monster.
Some
with like
powers
a
are better
spiked
than
tail
others.
and a nose for an
Or
arm.
like
I don't want.
Or like gold balls.
I mean,
we just heard about gold balls, which is a real
character. Heard about gold balls is a real character.
Gold balls.
That's all he could do.
I mean, I don't necessarily want him on the team, but
when is that of any?
I think
value?
someone just got lazy
in a Mario
and
game.
Came up with it on a whim. I was gonna delve deep into.
We were gonna go super hard on golden balls.
Easy now.
But we're not gonna go with that.
And cut.
And soon. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Take care. Enjoy.
Take care. Thank you.
You're disgusting.